Hi friends, I thought I'd take the opportunity with the break in the weather to come out here today. Today's a particularly nasty weather day. We're expecting rain throughout the day and very high winds, 45, 50 mile an hour plus in the entire surrounding area. So why is that important and what does that mean to you? Well, in a normal day, in a normal rain even, if it's low wind and the rain is just falling straight down, your shingles do what they're supposed to do. They look nice and they shed the water. So the idea of shedding water is just it comes down, there's really nothing that's going to be stopping it. The water's going to come directly off the roof, and in that case your gutters and the eave end is going to do exactly what it's intended to do. All the water's going to come down there, go into your gutter system and into your yard. Now the trouble with a day like today is with high winds we're going to have something called wind-driven rain. Not the toughest thing to figure out what that means. The wind is going to drive the rain in different directions. So instead of your shingles, which are basically made to take water from top to bottom, doing their job, now we start worrying about water coming in at different angles, coming in the sides, coming in actually upward, because water can run in any direction it wants to with enough wind. So now we start looking at your roof as not just the shingles, but as the entire system. So we need to start worrying about your ice and water shield, your starter strips, your underlayment. Your underlayment can be anything from old-fashioned tar paper to a felt type paper to a synthetic. We only use synthetics because we think that's the superior. It's easier to walk on when you're installing, but it's also more durable in a day like today with the weather. So the real concern I have for most folks is this area here. Now if water runs straight down, that's kind of the corner edge of this house. If water runs straight down and goes into the gutter, no problem. If it's wind-driven rain, you're going to start having water coming at that edge there and that angle. And as you start to look how much angle there is there. There's a lot of space for water to start to come in. So what's important with that is when you're having a roofing system installed, are they using ice and water shield there? That's a more durable, it actually sticks down to the roof sheathing. It's a more durable material. So that's going to keep your water out basically at a 100% type level. Whereas a synthetic has holes, it's either stapled, which we don't prefer, or nailed down, but there still is the opportunity for wind to get up and under in a worst case scenario. So that does its best, but ice and water is going to be your superior at what we call, that's the rake edge of the home. We also want to encourage folks, if you're getting a new roofing system, to use starter strip, not just at the eaves, and most manufacturers will require that. Code should require that. Not all require it at the rake edge. So what does a starter strip do that's different? It's actually a specially designed shingle, essentially. And what you do is you nail it down very, very close to that edge, and it's going to have a sealant that's just about an inch or two up. So basically you're going to have a shingle that is now, for lack of a better word, sealed or glued down to the very edge. And why that becomes really important is a day like today. If you don't have that starter strip, your shingles are sticking to each other on the way down the roof, but not side to side. So you're not going to have any kind of seal to keep those shingles down on that entire rake edge. Your susceptibility to water getting in, coming in on a day like today is pretty bad. So just wanted to throw that out there as a couple of other considerations if you're looking at possible needs for a repair today. That could be what we're seeing as water's coming in, especially if we're finding it's coming in on the rake edge there. That could significantly be due to no starter strip and no ice and water shield being there. And if you're looking at a new system, obviously those are things you should request and insist on. Does it cost a little bit more? Absolutely. Especially when you look at a rake like that. That's a fairly large edge of the home rake edge there. However, the return when you have zero leaks, zero blown off shingles, zero issues on a day like today with high winds and wind-driven rain, it's pretty good. So just want to throw that out there on kind of a nasty day. So if you need us, please feel free to reach out. Give us a call, 717-798-8200, or feel free to go online and schedule your own appointment, happyhomeroofs.com. See you next time.